So many of you have been asking, why are you not uploading this time, Kazungu? You used to upload at least 2 times a week. Well, I've been so busy trying to organize my graduation ceremony, and well, I've finished it, and I'm glad that I have now joined a new journey, and I believe that this journey is going to be so well. And if I look at my activity on YouTube, I can realize, I've posted like 7 days ago, that is 1 week ago, and that is too much. I've been so silent, and I promise I won't do that again. So today I've just come back with a short tip that I want you to know. In case you are marketing on Facebook or Twitter or even Instagram, you need to know this. You need to make your products look professional. And when it comes to professionalism, I really value that so much. So I just want to show you a tip that can help you to make your products become so much professional. And so without further ado, let's get started. And now back in the magical world of Photoshop. If you need to download any image that I'm going to use here so that you can follow along, you know what to do. Find a link in the description. And by the way, I'm recording in an empty room. Of course, it's a hall, which is my church, and my sound, it has some echo. So I would like to use these headphones here so that, I don't have an expensive microphone, so you will bear with me. I realized when I take this and put it here, I get a quality sound. So just allow me to use this for this tutorial, and I believe that you will hear the difference. And I see you can now hear the difference. It is a bit deep, and I like a deep voice, and it's just beautiful. So allow me to use this. It might look funny, but let's concentrate on what we need to do. Now here I have several pictures. Like this one, I have this is a watch. I have a cake here, and I have some headphones here and some microphone. By the way, this is the microphone that I should be using. It is so cute. I like it. Then I also have a watch, another watch here, and I have some jeans here, for those of you wearing jeans, or for those of you doing this business. So this is just a simple tip that I want you to learn, and it is very, very quick. So, for example, if this is my watch and if I'm the one selling this, of course, I want to put the name of my product. And for example, this one, I may want to use this, what you see, Michael Kors. I don't know if I pronounce it well, but I think I like that. So let me want to use this just for this tutorial. I know you have your own product, so you will use your name. So I want now to write the name of this, so I'll just take the text tool and click anywhere on this canvas and allow it to load so that I can type in the name. So I'll type in Michael, or to get the pronunciation or the spelling right, you can just call it Michael. That one helps you to get the right spelling. So I'll just select all and then increase the font so that it can become visible. And you can see this is Michael. Let me add Kor or Kor. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I guess I'm pronouncing it well. And then I will want now to position it to somewhere I can really access. Let me make it a bit small so that I can see what I'm dealing with. So I may want to put it somewhere here. And for this, what makes it more professional is the type of fonts that you use. There are fonts that are stylistic. There are fonts that are, professional. So you will want to use fonts that are professional. So for this example, I will use, let me double click on this T so that I can select all, and then look at this. I'm using Nexa bold. I think I like it, so I'll just leave it that way. Then the size, I think it's fine, thank you. So I just wanted to confirm which font I'm using, and if you want this font, it is free. You can go online and download it. So this is Michael Kors, and I just want to add maybe a little thing down there. So I'll make a copy of this by hitting Ctrl J when the layer is selected, and then I'll drag it outside and double click here and just make it maybe say something like premium product, just like that. And I'll hit Ctrl A to select everything. Then I'll make it a bit smaller, just like that. I think that's fine. Thank you. Then I want to now, I will still use the same font, but then I will use the one that is not bold. So I can just come here and search, or just click there and have the drop down. Then I'm in most cases I'm using this font, so you'll find them in the reasons. So I want to take this Nexalite, just like that, and that one is fine. I would want to reduce it further. It's a bit big, just like that seems fine for me. Then I would also want to position it, so I'll take my move tool and just position it somewhere like here, just like that. Then the professionalism now comes here. I need to make this premium product to look a bit professional. So what I'll do, I'll double click here to select everything. Then I'll come to character. If character is not shown, just go to window and make sure that character is checked. So my character is here. And what I want now to do, I want to leave some spacing, some vignetting in between the letters. I don't want just them to follow each other the way they are. I just need to leave some spaces. After a letter, there is a space. After a letter, there is a space. So that is found when you look at this VA. And I think you can see it very clearly. So I would want just to increase it. Look at that. It is now professional. Look at that. I think I like that. That's so fine. If you can do it the manual way, or you can use a shortcut. A shortcut is you hold Shift and Alt, then arrow on your left, on your right to extend to your right, on your left to reduce. So you will use Shift, then Alt, then use the control arrows. But then you can really use the long way, which is best for me, and I think that is fine. Thank you. So I'll reduce it further, and what I want just to make sure is that they are aligned. So what I'll do, let me just check this first, and I want now to have the rulers so that I know, are they really aligned. So if you don't see these rulers, just hit Control R on your keyboard, then you'll have this ruler. So I'll drag this and bring it here. So I'll make sure that, first of all, before I do that, let me hide this, these rulers. I'll select first of all the layer, that is Michael Coral, because I want that ruler to snap on where this word starts. So I'll now drag this and boom. If you say boom, it automatically snaps. And I'll also take this one and say boom. You see that? I think I like that. So what I'll now do, I want now to make sure that this premium is well positioned. Do I have two rulers? I don't know why, but then I think I just like it the way it is. So P is well aligned. So let me see. Let me check here. Now T is a little bit not aligned. So what I'll do, I'll double click here, and then after double clicking, I'll want to increase this a bit. Just a bit. No, that is too much. That is too much. Let me do 500 and let me see 22, because that will be closer. Look at that. No, let me do 525. I think that will do me fine. No, let me increase it to, let me do 530 and see. 530, no, let me do 529. Just need to make sure that it's well aligned. Okay, I think now it's fine. I'll hit OK, or I'll hit Enter or Return on my keyboard. And look at that. That alone is really beautiful. It's looking more professional. Then I want maybe to play around with the colors and all that. So I may want to change the colors. Like I'll just come and double click on this T here to select Michael. And then I'll come here, and I would want to now find a good color. And in case you like a color here, once this color box has loaded, it will now give you, if you take outside, if you go outside this canvas, it will automatically change to a eyedropper. If you watched my recent upload about Photoshop course for free, you will know how to use this. So I may want to pick a color from here. If I pick here, it will automatically change, but then that one does not go very well with that. So maybe I would want to maybe have my custom color. I may want to use the color like this is fine. I think it's some sort of cyan or something, but then You can also use your own. It's not a must you pick from here. So if I want just to use my own, for example, I want something to do with yellow or orange, I'll just come here and make sure that I have the right color that I want. So I may not spend a lot of time, explaining this, because it is something that it's subjective. You may want to use your brand colors or something. So I think that is fine. I'll leave this to be black, and let me see, Ctrl-0 to have the full canvas. That is fine. Maybe if you want to change the color of this premium product, it is still upon you. But for me, this one looks pretty good, and I think I like it the way it is. So if you put online, or maybe on your Facebook or on your Twitter or on your Instagram, someone will want now to approach you because it looks more beautiful. Cake. And the same criteria applies, but then I would want to use a different font and see how does it feel. So for example, I'll just take the text tool and click here once, and then I will type in what I want. Maybe my company is called Keki, for example. I'm not saying it's my company which is called this one, but I think I like that. So maybe just say Keki. And then I want now to change this font style. So I'll come here and type in the font that I like. For example, I like Railway. So I'll just type in Railway and take Railway Heavy. I think that one becomes my favorite. And look at that. That's fine. Maybe I would want to increase the font a little bit, just like that, and say tick. And then I will come and position it like somewhere like there. I think that one snaps really good. And this color is still fine, but maybe you would want to use something like black. I'll select that, click here. To the recent Photoshop, this has become so easy, and I think I like that. So maybe I'll do black. It doesn't look awkward anyway. So that is Keki. And then I will now want to put a subtitle, maybe say the best, like for example, the best cake. So I'll just copy this down here. What I'm doing is I'm holding Alt, then drag, click and drag to just make a copy. Then Control A. Then I'll just write maybe I should use some small letters, the best cake ever, for example. Control A to select everything. Then I will reduce this size because it is too big. Just reduce it. The best cake ever. The best cake ever. It's still big. I don't know why. Maybe let me change the font. I'll still use the same baby, thin. Let me see how thin does. Let me see. Let me use light. I think light will do me fine. Then I will reduce this size further. And again, I will now just position it. Hit enter or control. Then just position it to somewhere like that. Then I'll also want it to snap so that it is well positioned. So I'll select this layer, and then I'll drag my ruler just like that. I'll also drag and drop. Then I will select this, and now I will zoom in so that I know what I'm dealing with, just like that. And then I will position it such that it exactly hits like that. Then I'll control minus to at least see the whole word, and then I'll double click on this T to make sure that it is selected. And now I'll come here and just increase this, not that much. This one, let me see, let me reduce to something like 98 and see how it works. No, let me do 90. Yep, 90 does well. Then I'll just click here, and maybe this color is not well seen, so I'll need to change the color. Just click here and I have a different color. Maybe I'll use the orange that I had or the yellow. I don't know, sometimes colors beat me. Maybe ladies will tell me which color is this. If I made a mistake, of course, you are free to comment and tell me, Kazungu, that is not the color. And I'll be very grateful to see that. That color still does not make me happy, but I mean, I don't know. Let me try change it to something else, something that will be attractive, and I believe it will be fine in a few. Let me see. That green is not fine. Let me see this. It's not updating. Yeah, I think that's fine for me. I said I won't take a lot of time to tell you which color to use. Of course, you will know what to use. And then let me hide this. That is the second, example. And you look at it and you feel like really this guy knows what he's doing. The poster is not too much congested or something. And then maybe I should also use this. But I guess it's still the same thing. I think the tutorial has ended, but then let me do for you maybe 2 more, and then we call it off for this day. And if you're visiting me for the first time, I would like you to hit that subscribe button, and not only subscribe, but ring that bell so that you, my friend, do not miss any future tips, tricks, or tutorials. That has become my norm. So I'll click here to just, have that and type in. What should I type in? A company that I know, maybe something like Philips. I think I like Philips. Just like that, Control A to select everything. And then I will now increase this size. Look at that. And when I look at this, it has that effect that I put, it is putting some spaces after the letters. So it is time to undo this. And to undo this, still you'll need to have the characters checked and come here and make sure that this is 0. So I return it to 0 so that I have what I want. And this time around, I'm going to use, there's a font I liked. I don't know, it skipped my mind. I think it was something to do. It started with H. Let me see H. Let me see H. I don't know why it skipped my mind, but I used to like it, and I think it's still good. So just give me some few. Oh, it's here. Hansif. Is it Hansef or Hansif? I don't know. So I'll just take Hansef regular, and look at that. I think I like that. Then I'll also increase this size, just like that. And look at that. Then I'll just position it somewhere like here, and I think I still need it to be a bit bigger. So sorry, let me allow it to load, then I will increase it further. And sometimes you would want to use serif and sans serif fonts. These fonts really match very, very good. Serifs are fonts that have some, something going on. Let me position this and show you serif fonts and non-serif and sans serif fonts, So let me check this. I think it's taking a lot of time to load. So Philips, for example, this is sans serif. When it comes to serif, it is just, let me copy this, and I'm sorry for that noise. I think the power has gone off, so it is trying to make some noise. So let me see if I'll get a serif font. Serif font, I don't know if I can see. Yes, like for example, this is a serif font, and let me just say boom, like for example, boom headphones. Most of us like boom headphones, so that's why I'm writing that. Then I'll reduce this. I'm really sorry for that noise. I hope you understand. Headphones, boom headphones, then reduce it further and just position it somewhere like here. And then if I zoom in, now if you look at this serif font, you'll see like for this it has some elongations. Look at this. Let me zoom in further. It just has something going on, like on these edges and so on and so forth. So look at this. It has some extensions. So those fonts, we call them serif. And sans serif fonts are like what we have, here. It doesn't have any extension. So if you combine these two fonts, you will get a professional font. So let me just select this and put in some. It's time to use maybe a shortcut. I said it is Shift Alt, then I'll use these arrows to get what I want. And you can see it's doing pretty fine. Let me put this somewhere here. I think that's enough. Then I'll check this, and maybe change this color to, let me see if will white work here. Yeah, white works pretty cool. Control 0 to see everything. And look at that. Look at that. Maybe I just need to position it. Let me position it. Yep, I think that's fine. Look at that. Even if I am a buyer, I want to go to a product that looks like this. And I think I like it. This is fine, because if you like this, give me thumbs up, you know. That will be something good for me. Then this watch, I think I've shown you a watch and I don't want to show you again. Now, when it comes to cloth, the same criteria is used. And maybe I would want now to use a combination of this sans serif and serif. And maybe I would like to have the bigger text to be serif and the smaller one to be sans serif. So if I just take this and come here and write something like smart fashions, for example, and Control A to select everything, then also increase the size, and you can see it has the spaces. So what I'll do, I'll come here and make sure it is 0, and now increase this. So I would want my bigger title to have serif, and that is serif, of course, and just position it somewhere like that. And maybe I would want to change the color to something like, could I use a blue from here? If I take this blue, I think this, yeah, for example, something like that. I don't want to waste a lot of time explaining to you the colors to use, because you have different brand colors, so you may want to use your brand colors. So I'll copy this and double click here and write here best outfit. Let me do small letters. Sometimes small letters do fine. So let me write best outfits for everyone, just like that. Then I'll select everything and then try to reduce it, and then I would come here and Shift Alt and then try to make this look fine. Thank you. To have that spacing, and I'll come here and now position it further. So if I just zoom in to see what is happening. Power is back. You can see that noise. I didn't like that noise, and I'm really disturbed. But then if it decided to do like that, who am I to refuse? So let me just double click here and change this to sans serif so that it doesn't have that. Let me look for another cool font that doesn't have such extensions. Let me try this. Yep, that one looks fine, although it's a bit artistic, but I think I like it. So let me reduce this further and just say okay and position this. This one is bold, and let me check if this font has something bold so that it doesn't look funny. Yeah, it has bold. So let me bold that as well, and look at that. I think I like that. Then position this just like that, and let me see how it looks. Control 0. Wow, that is fine. It is simple and it is professional. So guys, this is basically how to make your products look professional. I hope this tip helped you, and if it did, I would like you to subscribe, and not only to subscribe, but ring that bell so that you, my friend, do not miss any future tips, tricks, or tutorials. And I hope that I'll meet you in my future tutorials. And pray for me so that I can have quality microphone and remove these things. You know, sometimes they make me look funny, but then I would like to thank you so much for finding Ero Productions the best channel to offer you tutorials in Photoshop, Illustrator, and many other softwares that I usually offer. And I believe that before the end of this month, the month of October, I'm going to hit 1.5k subscribers and above, and you are the one to help me. So spread this message, tell people about me. Many people do not know what I do, and I think I made a video explaining what exactly I do. I also make shirts, I also make mugs, and in case you need these services, you are free to call me, you are free to inbox me, you are free to comment and tell me, Kazungu, I need this favor or something. So I hope that When I've now gotten out of virtual to showing my face, I'll get more subscribers, because some people are telling me, Kazungu, you need to show your face, and I think I have taken that with a lot of seriousness, and I am going to be showing my face every time I'm here. So guys, I hope I will see you in my future tutorials. Until then, remember to keep creating.